Will the 49ers get their first win at Levi Stadium against the Dolphins this Sunday? It's time to pontificate. The Dolphins come into Levi Stadium looking to pick up their second win of the season. Now, most Niner fans are probably thinking, what do the Miami Dolphins do well?
That's a fact, Jack.
The Dolphins have only won one game this year, and they've had a tough schedule. They started off the season against the Patriots, against the Jaguars, against the Seahawks, and against the Bills. So that could be why they've only won one game of the year against the Jaguars. They've had a tough schedule. But the Dolphins this year, they're only scoring 23 points per game, and they're also giving up 24 points per game on defense. So they're obviously not scoring more points than their opponents. So that's why they're 1-3. But the
That's
Niners should
cap.
still be concerned about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's had a decent career. Out of his 16 seasons he's played, he's thrown double-digit figure interceptions for those seasons, 9 out of 16. So clearly, Ryan Fitzpatrick is known to throw the ball to the other team. So the Niners can definitely capitalize on that. We don't have our starters in, but I feel like that's an area of opportunity for the Niners to capitalize, make Ryan Fitzpatrick throw the ball a lot. So we got to stuff the run, and then we also have to make Fitzpatrick throw the ball, so that way we can have more opportunities for interceptions. The Miami Dolphins defense has only sacked the opposing quarterback, only 9 times in 4 games. This could be a reason why their secondary, even though they have Xavier Howard and Byron Allen, two pretty good corners, they rank in the bottom 4 of passing yards given up per game. Could be because they can't sack the quarterback, which is great for the 49ers offensive line because we looked pretty bad last week against Philly. So it'll be nice to go up against a defensive line that's obviously not as good, get our confidence back up, and protect whoever's in at quarterback. I'm not sure. I mean, Jimmy G has practiced 2 days in a row, so I'm assuming he's going to be at quarterback. But whoever's in quarterback, our offensive line will give our quarterback enough time in the pocket to throw to the right or throw to the left. The 49ers defense needs to key on these players on the offensive side of the ball. Clearly, Ryan Fitzpatrick, the quarterback, Myles Gaskin, he's the leading rusher for the Dolphins, and he's averaging about 4 yards per carry, which isn't bad. And also leading receiver Devontae Parker. Now, hopefully, Jason Verrett is matched up against Parker the whole game. I want to see Jason Verrett actually get a challenge from a decent wide receiver. Parker's pretty good, and I feel like the opposing quarterbacks haven't really thrown to Verrett, and I want to see what Verrett can do. He's looked pretty good in the last few games. He's been pretty good in open field tackles, but I want to see him cover. Hopefully, man to man. I want to see if Verrett is really good or is this a mirage. Also, the defensive line for the Dolphins has solid names on it. They haven't really gotten the production yet as far as sacks, but our offensive line has struggled, so I want to see how our offensive line is able to neutralize the Miami Dolphins defensive line. Unfortunately, faithful, I have to talk about the 49ers injury report. This has been a recurring theme for our season. But let's start off with the good news. Jimmy G and Mostert have practiced Wednesday and Thursday, so they're both on track to play. Unfortunately, Emmanuel Mosley is still in the concussion protocol, so it's doubtful that he'll play. So our starting corners will be Jason Verrett, Akello Witherspoon, and Jamar Taylor. So those will be the starting corners going up against the Dolphins wide receivers, and that's going to be a key matchup, definitely to look out for. Also, K'Wan Williams is on IR, so he'll be out for at least probably 3 weeks, and we'll see how he progresses throughout the rest of the month. And also Dante Johnson, I believe he's doubtful for this game as well. In order for the Niners to get their first win at Levi Stadium this season, we have to convert on third downs, convert in the red zone, preferably touchdowns, not field goals. This is a team in the Miami Dolphins that don't give up. It doesn't matter if they're down. Ryan Fitzpatrick can definitely throw his team back into a game, so that's definitely something we're going to have to look out for. We're also going to have to be able to create pressure on Fitzpatrick. Let's make him not feel comfortable in the pocket. Let's make him, tap dance. Let's make him throw interceptions. So those, I feel like, are the keys to the game. There's a few Niners players that I want to see get more playing time. I want to see more Jermichael Hasty. I want to see more of Jeff Wilson Jr. I like McKinnon, but if he's our, best back, we got a problem. I mean, Faithful, come on, man. You see it. McKinnon just don't be hitting that hole like Mostert be doing. And I know they're different players, but I'm just used to Mostert hitting that hole and, he gone. I also want to see more of the Ayuk show. Ayuk was great last week. I also want to see more of Deebo Samuel. I just want to see more of a complete roster of offensive talent, so that way we can really see the Niners at their best. Now let's get into the keys of the game for the 49ers victory. Let's go. In order for the Niners to get their first win at Levi Stadium, it's going to start up front, Faithful. When I say up front, I'm talking about the trenches, talking about that good old line. O-line's going to have to play much better. They're going to have to create holes for the running game. They're going to have to pass block effectively, so it gives whoever's the quarterback time in the pocket to throw the ball to the correct receiver. Also, we're going to have to run the ball effectively. We're going to have to convert on third downs. We're also going to have to convert in the red zone. We got to score touchdowns. We got to put this Miami Dolphin team away early. And defensively, Ryan Fitzpatrick can throw his team back into a game even though they're down. For instance, the last game the Dolphins played against the Seahawks were pretty much in control of that game. But by the middle part of the third quarter, the Seahawks only had like a touchdown lead, and Fitzpatrick was willing his team to get back into the game. So that's definitely something that the Niners have to prevent. We can't let Fitzpatrick throw his team back into the game. So we have to put them away early. And also on defense, we've got to get off the field on third down. That's demoralizing for a defense when you continue to allow a team to convert on third downs. The defense stays on the field longer. They get tired. So we have to get off the field on third down. And I feel like those are the keys to the game. Faithful, let me know what you think. Let a brother know in them comments. Let me know what you think the keys of the game to beating Miami Dolphins. And we got to get our first win at home, Faithful. This is ridiculous. We should be undefeated at home, no questions. So I'm geeked up. I'm excited for the game against the Dolphins because after this game, we got a tough stretch. So we definitely need to, start the second quarter of the season on a high note. And we got to beat the Miami Dolphins at home. So Faithful, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing my videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Go Niners.